Sagittarius, it's time for your 2018 yearly reading, so welcome. I was just thinking about the readings that I did for you and the clients I've worked with, those of you who I've worked with personally in private readings last year. So I decided to choose one card as a driving force to help you become the best version of yourself in 2018. Okay, because recently I've liked choosing a card so we can actually have a goal, so we can know what we want, so we can actually decide what we want to manifest instead of just seeing what comes along, because choosing what we want to manifest is more empowering. And guess what card I chose for you? Can you guess? Da-dun, da-dun, dun, dun. The Hierophant, or Hierophant as some people say. Now you're probably saying, what? Why did you choose that card for me? Well, you know, you are mutable fire. Mutable fire. That's who you are, Sagittarius. And mutable fire is very exciting, very adventurous, very explosive, and very all over the place. And what you need to be really successful is a little tiny bit of structure. And the Hierophant is the best symbol for structure. And I choose him and not the Emperor and other structural cards because I know you love to explore. In your mind, you like to go where no man has gone before. You are so open-minded and you are very spiritual. And this is a spiritual card. I mean, of course, you know, when these cards were made at the beginning of the 1900s, then spirituality equaled church, but this does not mean like Christianity or the Pope or anything. This is spirituality, but in a structure, organized a little bit. And that's sometimes what holds you back from becoming the best version of yourself, because you are just, do you really know what you want all the time? The Capricorn knows, but you don't. I don't either. I've got 3 mutable signs, like 3 mutable planets in my personal planets. That's what I'm trying to say. 3 mutable personal planets. My Mars is in Sagittarius, right? Okay, my Moon is in Gemini, mutable, woo, all over the place, here, there, right? And I've got my Mercury in Virgo, which is also mutable. So 3 mutable signs there. So mutability is wonderful. It's flexible. It's adaptable. It's like, you know, not stuck and fixed, but it needs a little bit of structure sometimes. It can be all over the place. It can make you want this one day, want that the other. I'm totally like that. I mean, thank goodness my sun sign is Leo, which is fixed. It's fire. It's fire, which is great, but it's fixed. So there's that stability. But all those planets in mutable signs make me a little bit like you. All right, especially that Mars is strong in me. Mars in Sagittarius. So I do kind of get you guys. So a little bit of organization and structure to kind of bring those incredible, exciting, and interesting exploratory energies together and make them last longer, put them into a framework so you can actually use them instead of just boom and then next day it's forgotten, right? So the Hierophant for you as the driving force to take you through the year and make you successful. The camera stopped filming and I didn't notice until I had shuffled and laid out 2 more cards. So Sagittarius, I can't do it again, because these cards are valid. I have to go with these cards. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you right here. I think we talked enough about the Hierophant. Okay, so these 2 cards, pretend I've shuffled them, drawn them already, and I just turned them over. So I will reveal them to you, but I shuffled them and talked about it. But I'll do it again now, because that kind of happens recently sometimes. I don't know why, but the camera just stops filming. All right, so the next card which I drew for you is regarding the deep past, okay? What I was explaining with this card was that sometimes energies are present which come from the deep past. You know, the root cause. I like to go to the root cause. Being a clinical hypnotherapist, the root cause is very important. Where does all this stuff come from that we're dealing with? Why are we having problems? Why are we in negative patterns and cycles and things like that? So I want to draw one card for the root cause and a past life card. Those are the two you just saw here. So pretend I've shuffled, I'm shuffling, 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 and then boom, this card came out. Okay, this one came out and I have to take it. I can't shuffle again, or else I just feel this card was the right one. So Sagittarius, the Eight of Swords came up as your deep past energy that's relevant for 2018. Looking back on last year. So I know why you probably didn't like this card much, because you hate it when you're tied and bound, when someone's trying to like pull you in, reel you in, stop you, paralyze you, bind you to them, or not let you see the truth. And you hate it when somehow you feel that you're not really able to see through something, that you're not able to research and know and explore as much as you want to. You hate that. I know. You have this innate need to know, to study, to explore, to go forth, right? So that's why this card came up. That's why it came up. And it's very important to understand this and this card together. This one I picked, this came up, right? This one I cast. I picked, I cast. So choosing your structure. When you choose, you have to choose some sort of structure. You can't just go through life going boom, 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 here and there. I mean, you can, but it's not going to be very productive. It's not going to be very, it's not going to bring you to that success that you also are driven to many times. Okay? So choosing your structure is important, so the structure does not choose you. Okay? Choose your structure wisely, or else you'll be forced into some sort of structure at some point, either as a result of your shenanigans and doings and crazy things, or someone trying to pin you down and hold you down, and in a relationship saying, you're mine, do it my way. So you choose first. You choose the structure that you want very consciously. How do you want things to work? You have to hunker down at some point and get yourself into a system where you can make your life work. So the next card, the past life card, pretend again I'm shuffling. I was shuffling and I drew, I cast this card. This one came up for you. Boom, finances. And that's interesting. Do you know how many Saggies I know that are brilliant, and they're doing semi-well, but not nearly as well as they could be doing regarding their brilliance, because of this sporadicness, because of not sticking to one thing, because of being too much here and there. I know a lot. So those Saggies of you who have reached a point of huge success, you're very evolved and you've got this, you've got it, all right? You've got it under control. But for those of you who are not quite there, finding your structure and the finance, they hang together. How can you create this if you don't find your structure? But let me tune in to see if I get a vision for you, okay? Past life vision for the Saggies. Whoa. I got a really good one. I got a good one for you this time. I saw you kind of like, a Donald Duck, the Scroogey uncle who kind of plays with money and bathes in money. I saw you, maybe because of all these coins. I saw you with a ton of money, kind of just casting the coins everywhere, giving out money, having a life where you really manifested well. But you kind of had, just like that Scroogey uncle, you had kind of a top hat, you were dressed very well, and you lived in a very nice, firmly grounded house made of stone. Yeah, stone. So you did this, and your brilliance put into a good system brought you this. And you weren't tied down. You didn't feel like that. You were totally free. You did whatever you wanted, because once you manifest, once you reach that state of being in total abundance, then you can do whatever you want anyways, right? Then you have the freedom to do what you want. That's just sadly how it is in this world. A certain financial stability, a standard that you manifest, allows you to be more free and not tied down. So you have the capacity. You have the capacity to get yourself into a really good, solid financial space where you can be free. So this year, start manifesting it. Do it. Start manifesting that. Just focus on that a little bit. Focus on how you can get your brilliant ideas translated into three-dimensional stability. We do live in the 3D world, okay? There's no point trying to escape it. A lot of spiritual people are, oh, I want to float around. Money is bad and I don't need... You need this. If you didn't, then you wouldn't have incarnated. You would be still up there floating around like a spirit, because they don't need money. But you're here. Why were you here? Why are you here? Why did you choose to come here? To live a three-dimensional real experience with real coins, with a body, with food, with people, with, moving in the three-dimensionality, and enjoy it and revel in it and work with it. I do. I love being down here on earth, in my body, doing my thing, eating beautiful food, seeing, touching, feeling. It's amazing. It's a gift. And why not use this gift to make the best of it? We don't have to live in scarcity or spiritual poverty. That's a thing of the past. Those poverty contracts that I'm always talking about. Okay, some of you might still want to make those contracts these days, but, all respect to you if that's your path. But for many of you, it is not. And maybe it's been a path of the past for you, Saggies, at some point. But in this past life experience, I saw you had no poverty contract. You were doing very well. So with that, you can do it again. All right? Okay, enough of that. Let's move to the future. Let's move forward. Let's weave your soul story forward a little bit. We've woven it a little bit backwards. Now let's weave it forward. And let's see what energies will come to help you weave your abundant, successful, and slightly structured soul story. Yes? Let's go. 3 cards. 3 cards going into the future. 3 cards. Thank you. Thank you for allowing me to trust so much. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Sorry. I know the microphone is closed. Sorry guys. Silly is my middle name, but when I can be silly, then it flows better. Maybe you've noticed that. So please bear with my shenanigans. Please bear with me. Okay, I know I have to control myself a little bit. Okay. This is why I laughed. Did I mention something about the Emperor? Look at these 2 cards. Do you see any kind of similarity, maybe a little bit, between these 2 cards? Oh my goodness. So, Sagittarius, take control of your situation in this structure that I was talking about. Choose your structure, claim it, work with it, sit on your throne, and direct your life. This is you taking very firm control of your own life in a structured way. This is exactly the other card I was contemplating on choosing for you, but somehow I wanted this one because this is a little more spiritual, it's a little less stern, but okay, this is coming out as the first card for you. So yes, okay. I'm telling you, be more stern than I was saying just now. Like, really make some commitments. Commit to something. If it's a relationship, if it's your job, if it's your ideas, whatever it is, commit. Ground yourself. Be firm. Take that Capricorn energy, which we're in right now, the Capri energy. I know Capricorn comes after you. It's the total antithesis of you. I know. But take some of that. Take the Capricorn energy and learn from Capricorn. Your mind and ideas, your craziness with some Capricorn discipline, the world will be yours, so do it. So in the next couple of months, the beginning of January, February, March, like the beginning of the year, the first 3 months, any decisions that you make and things that come your way that will help you, commit yourself a little more, do it, go for it. Go in that direction, it'll serve you well. And look, this is a card that's saying, wow, beautiful. This is coming on along a little bit later in the year. And look, this is the safety and security of an environment that is very nurturing. And you know, this is, when this card comes up, it's not only, you know, the giving of a gift, the nurturing, the being in a very good space. So doing this will bring you into a very good space. This is also a karmic card. For me, many times it means karma. So the karma of this is going to start to flow into your life a little more in a very subtle and beautiful and secure way. So this is really good, Sagittarius. The last one, many times I associate this card with you because a lot of my teachers and friends who are very wise are Sagittarius. Okay, so the Hermit for me is a very Sagittarian card, and it's reversed. So why is it reversed, Sagittarius? Maybe because there's still a little bit of this. I know sometimes, you know, you have to decide where to put your focus, and I'm saying put your focus on the structure. So maybe that may mean that your crazy explorations have to be calmed down a little bit, but that's okay. Because I see this as at the end of the year, you moving a little more into your spirituality, you having the space. I mean, if you have a very grounded and safe and secure space, then you're more free. You're more free to do the things you love, to spend more time exploring whatever you need to explore. And this is coming reversed because towards the end of the year, you might be feeling a little frustrated about maybe having wasted time or having restricted yourself a little bit, but don't be like that. You know, it'll come. This will stabilize itself, that you will have the time and the space to do the things that you love, to explore your spirituality, to, you know, really grow. This is a card of seeing the light, of studying, of exploring your most inner self, of growing. So if this year is more the year to focus on your outward manifestation, of stabilizing, of building, that's okay, because this is you. This is so you, and you'll always come back to that. Okay, so that's what this card is saying. So don't be frustrated if you don't have as much time as you would like for all your passionate, crazy, explorative energies and projects, because you're there, it's there, and it'll come around, okay? So if I could, I would just study and research all day long. I love studying and learning new things. Learning is my favorite thing. And I've got books and courses and everything piled up, because there's not always time, but I'll come back to it. I know I will. And I'm really going to take heed. This reading is very much for me as well, so I hope it's making sense so far. I'll let you see what I've got. Oh, look, there's a little pesterling. Yeah. You want to say hello? You've probably seen... Hello. Yeah, Leo. There you are. Little pesterling. He was destroying my 3D reality here. my virtual reality of all this, but that's okay. All right, sorry. Not getting off topic here, Sagittarius. Let us see what's going on as we're talking about all this coiny stuff. Let's look a little bit deeper into your career and into the manifestation of the physical. Job, career, business, wealth. Okay. And I want 3 cards, please. 3 cards for Sagittarius here. 3 cards. Thank you. 3 cards. Thank you so much. Thank you. 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. Wow. Interesting. Very interesting. There we have it again. Knight of Wands reversed. Who is the quintessential Knight of Wands? It's you, Sagittarius. Also, of course, Aries, but and it's reversed. So this is just reinforcing the Emperor energy in the beginning of the year. Don't go too crazy. You know, I know, new ideas, jumping forward, leaping into the year. Yes, yes, yes. But in the end, trying to build stability instead of going off onto new ventures all the time and trying new things all the time. Okay, just settle down a little bit. This is saying just calm down. And you already have so much knowledge, so many ideas. You've got so much going on. Take some of that and see if you can actually ground that and build something from it instead of always the new thing, and everything at the same time. That's what this is saying. And look here, this is interesting. This correlates with this. Look, we got 2 Cups cards. So I think after the first little bit, and you know how it is, Sagittarius, time is like, so you can go, so you can expand this part more to make it the most part of your year, because this is absolute satisfaction. This is like, yes, I'm in a good space. I'm where I want to be. I've made it. I've put my ideas down and I'm like really getting some benefits from them now. I've got myself organized. You see, this person is structured. Okay, this person is sitting there and he's got everything working for him. He's put his ideas down, he's grounded them, and he's got his shop there and he's selling and he's doing really well. As a metaphor for how you could be doing a little bit further on in the year, maybe already even now, but even more so later. And if you like this, you can really, if you hunker down and really work hard on this, then you can expand this middle of the year like to start really soon and last most of the year, because you might be feeling a little bit off balance, you know, with this, with all this structure and all this, you know, discipline and, you know, responsibility and commitment and all that kind of stuff. Okay, you might be going, oh, I'm a little bit out of balance. Like, is this really me? So I don't know. I'm getting the message that you can, once you reach that place, you can then again have more space for other things. So these two are saying, you know, you have to kind of transcend this whole thing. And you know how I work. Many times the reversed cards are there to be uncovered and turned around, like, oh yeah, imbalance, oh yeah, I'm seeing the light, I have time for my studies, I'm feeling balanced. So it's for you to work a little harder at the balance and seeing the light and the wisdom and the time for yourself. That's why they're reversed. You just got to work a little harder for it. It's there, but you got to work a little harder to turn it around. Does that make sense? So I see this as a very positive development. So I think you're going to rock this year, Sagittarius. You know, if you take that advice, I really, really do. I think you're going to rock. You're going to rock this world. All right. Let's continue. 3 more cards for love. We want to know about love, don't we? Okay. Let's see what's going on here with love. Give me 3 cards. Thank you. 3 cards. Ooh, wow. Ho, ho, ho. Look at that. You're going to flow in love in 2018. It's going to be an awesome year for you in love. Not as hard, not so much hard work. Your magnetism will really, really catch on. Look at that. In the beginning, okay, you may feel a little blocked because you're putting so many energies into your project. That's okay. But then, look, then when things start to kind of fall into place in the other areas of your life, that's where the star comes. That's where perhaps that dream and vision of love that you want can really come to you and come around in your present or in a future relationship. So this is like your perfect ideal love relationship. This is what you want. This is what you've been dreaming of. This is what's aligned to you. When this card comes up, this is like alignment to your soul, right? Such a beautiful card. So regarding love, this is the best row. This is awesome. And look how you're going to be. And do you see something here? This is you in your love situation that's come around this year in 2018. Not necessarily, you know, the timing here is not like the first quarter, the second quarter, or the first third, the second third. No, it's like this is really flexible. This is like just the energies in the year coming one after the next. They can flow into each other. You can stretch one, and this can come around faster. But look at this. Look at the theme. Stability, commitment, groundedness. And the King of Pentacles is grounded and committed and stable. And we're talking about love. So maybe it's not such a bad thing, Sagittarius. Is it? Maybe it's not such a bad thing. All this choosing your structures and choosing who you want to have those structures with. Because if you do that, you can manifest a beautiful, committed relationship by the end of the year or sooner. This year can be your year and the way you want it. This is the way you want things. This is your hopes and dreams and visions and goals and wants and your manifestation. So manifesting this is beautiful. The king is the one in the most firm, committed relationship. But your way, Saggies, your way. Not anybody else's way. It's your way. Your way. Love your way in a good place. Brilliant. I like it. Beautiful. Okay. Now, let's get 2 cards for the end result or extra message or things you need to know overall, just to top the whole thing off here, okay? Let's do it. 2 cards. 2 cards for Sagittarius. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. 2 cards. 2 cards. Thank you. Oh, look at that. Very interesting cards. I like this one for you. I really do. I mean, we're talking about a lot of, look, the finances. This is definitely you this time. This is you. At the end of the year, you can have it made. At the end of the year, you can be well on your way to being that person, that man in the vision that I saw with a big top hat. Remember I said throwing coins? So this, look, this is exactly what I saw, only he's dressed a little differently. Wallowing in the coins, throwing them, giving them out. So this can be you at the end of the year. So you have a prosperous energy, a really, really good prosperity outcome for your year. But it always depends on you. Always, always. And look at this. Isn't this sweet? This is so beautiful. The Page of Cups. And I totally see you in this because this is like pure, spontaneous, innocent, unconditional love. And that's what you can get this year as well. As well as perhaps if you want a child. That's one thing that flew into my mind. Maybe it's the year where for you to create a child, right? All right, that just came to me as well for some of you. But your inner child, your outer child, gaining back that innocence and trust and love that this type of relationship, when it's done really well, can have and should have. So look at this. It's absolutely beautiful. I mean, talking about love and finance, those are the two main things in life that, you know, are important. And those are coming up good for you at the end. So, I'm not saying goodbye. I just need to throw you a kiss because I'm so happy. Okay. An angel message for you. The angel message, the angel message. Thank you. Give me an angel message. An angel message here. The angel cards. Thank you. Ooh, trust. This goes with this. The child loves and trusts. And you just as an extra message, just trusting. I'm not going to say much more. Beautiful. I'm feeling it. Okay. And have you watched my other 2018s? Everybody gets something out of the soul box. And you too. Ta-da-da-da. You want to know what it is? Out of the soul box. Let's... Look what you're getting. You're getting a crystal clear quartz with a point. So, for you, being clear and focused, grounding your focus down, right? Not like boom, 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 all these ideas, grounding it, being clear and grounding that focus and all your creativity and everything that comes to you, grounding it and making it manifest and making it work. And then I think you'll do really well. So that's for you. There you go. All right. So Saggies, I hope you liked the reading. Watch it a few times, see what you can draw and pull from it. I think this year can be brilliant for you, absolutely brilliant and prosperous and successful and full of love as well. So I think it's one of the best ones so far. So be happy. Thank you so much, Natasha, your Empress of Wands, sending you so much love. Ciao.